In this video, I will be doing an analysis on what I think the market is going to do for three particular Forex pairs. I'm going to be working with the EU, the UC, US Canada, and the UJ. So I'm going to look for a couple highs and lows to just kind of give an idea of what I think the market was doing last week. And if I go ahead and drop a key line in here for where I think my low zone at the end of the week. So I'm going to drop that in as a possible low. Let's change the color here to be green for my weekly. And let's also straighten it out a little bit. All right, perfect. So I have a low here that I think, I just moved it. All right, so the market is at a kind of a really, really high point where there's nothing kind of close by. I'm going to have to go back a little far to see where price kind of went. If I go back, I can see some things that all the way back in 2018 was the market higher than where it is right now. So I'm just going to grab a point up here so I can mark us a decent zone. So I'll grab this one here. I'm going to get rid of this line and straighten this one in a little bit. Room here. Cool. So if I am looking at this chart based on what I think it did last week, I am assuming that this market is going to continue to go up, even though the final candle that's forming here looks like it's a bearish, like it could have hit a bearish trend coming up next week, but we're still seeing higher highs and higher lows. So I'm looking at this. This is still a trend possibly going up. But if we base it simply on this last candle, it could open up bearish. So if I drop down to the daily, just to kind of, again, see what's going on, get myself to the end of the chart, again, I can kind of see that I'll go ahead and drop some trend lines here also, just to get us somewhere. Again, maybe not totally valid, but just to give us a point to start with. Let's go ahead and change the color to orange red for daily. So that is possibly a little low zone. So again, as you see, these highs are really, there's nothing up there. Again, I'll drop a horizontal and maybe shoot a little bit to the right here to see what I got going on. And there's just, it's way, 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 way back here. Also again in April. So April of 2018. So if I go up here, let's do a quick little jump here and get that. I'm just going to grab a point up there. And again, this is just to get something on there. I see a zone there. Bring my line over. Theoretically got a little high and a low. So again, I am saying this market is going to continue to go up, even though I'm seeing a bearish pattern forming here. It has been going up. Again, higher highs, higher lows, higher low than that low. It could open up bearish. So at the start of when the market turns on, we're going to be going in a bearish pattern. And then I will continue to watch it from that point and see if the market turns around and continues this upward trend that it's been trending like that all the previous week. And it looks like it's been trending up quite a bit. If you just look at the patterns, it's just up, up, up. So again, when the market opens, I'm going to expect it to be trending down. because it did close with a bearish candle, but I'm going to be watching this to continue to turn around and trend up. That's my analysis for the EU for the coming week. Okay, guys, I'm back, and now we're looking at the US Canada. And again, I'm going to go ahead and drop over here into the weekly, get to the end of the chart, take a look and see what I think is going on. So based on this, let's go ahead and drop a couple of trend lines here just to get us somewhere. Okay, looking for something lower than where the market closed. And it's really kind of far over here. I'm just going to drop a line in here just to get something on the chart. And I'm going to drop it. Go back here, check something. Something closer. I'm going to drop it here. I'll drop the line there. And again, this is on my weekly just to get something represented. Change that color to green. Okay. Now let's look for something above price. I don't like it. I don't think that's truly a zone. I'm just going to go up and put something up here, just to get something on here. Cool. So I got a couple points on here. So if I looked at the chart from the weekly, again, we were having it was in a bearish trend going down by the end of the week. I just said October 20th. Again, it was going down. So if I had to think looking at the weekly, because we were hitting some lower lows and we kind of went down quite a bit, it's probably going to open up bearish going down. But again, I am looking at the overall trend. We're up, 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 then it started going down here. So we may be in a bearish trend now where the market is going to start just going down for the week, because it does look like we're starting to hit a bearish trend here. Let's jump over to the daily, go to the end. Yeah, this is confirming. I'm thinking I'm in a bearish trend here. Let me drop some key lines real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I did find a daily quite far over. Again, we're in 2018 here. So I dropped a trend line there for a low. Take us back. Matter of fact, let's go back some. It's not stretching all the way. What is it? Okay, I just brought that line out some more so we could see it all the way over. Oh, shucks. I just deleted it. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. So now I have a couple of trend lines on here on my daily. So you see this went really far back to get something below where price closed on Friday. So what I would think in looking at this, I'm going to say that, yeah, it's in a bearish trend now. So I would be expecting, even though this ended as a green candle, it may open up and go up a bit. But I'm still going to be anticipating that this is going to trend down during the week. That candle is closing on the weekly. We're not really sure what's happening, but we were in a quite a big bearish move here. So if I go back to the daily and look at it again, we're trending down, even though this is closing up. So the market may open that it's going to go ahead and go up for a bit, but I'm anticipating this is still going to trend down during the week. So if I had to choose for the US Canada, it's going to trend down. We're going to be in bearish pattern for the week. That is my prediction for the US Canada. Okay, so I'll be back with our final chart, the UJ, in just a moment. Okay, I'm back with our final chart, the UJ. And again, I'm looking for just some high and low points to start us off to kind of get an idea of which direction we're heading in for next week. We got a little bit of change in direction here, but I don't like it. It's so close to current price. So I'm going to go down the chart just a bit, trying to find another good low point and low zone to kind of mark in here. So if I had to choose, I would choose, let's go to the line chart real quick. I'm going to choose this as my zone here. We definitely have a change in direction there. So I'll stretch my line over. And again, this is a weekly, so I'm going to adjust the colors here. Let's do this. And let's make it green for weekly. Perfect. So let's go back to the end of the chart. I'm actually going to remove my horizontal line there. Stretch this out just a little bit more to give us some room. Put it out a bit. Perfect. Now I have that as my low. Now if I want to choose a point above, and again looking for some good zone changes here, I'll grab this little doji here, turn it over, straighten it out a bit. Then still on our weekly. Ooh. All right, now we got some highs and some lows there. So if I had to look at this chart, just looking off of the weekly again, I'm thinking it's going to trend down. We're starting to get lower lows and lower highs. So the market bumped up, bump, bump, bump. So it looked like it's heading on down the road. So I would think that this is going to be in a bearish trend. Just looking at the weekly, it is opening up with a little bit of a bearish candle here. Gotta wait and see what it does, but I would think that's the direction. Just looking off the weekly, we may be in a bearish trend for the opening of the week. Let's jump over to the daily and see what we see over here. Get to the end of the chart. Load this baby up. So again, I am seeing some dip, 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 dip. So let's go ahead and drop some trend lines in here real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have dropped a couple trend lines in here to represent a low and a high. And again, if I am looking at this chart and looking at the direction of how things have been going over the last couple of weeks, I again am thinking this may start trending down. We do have some lower lows and some lower highs that are happening. It's bouncing around, but if we just look at the trend here, it still looks like it's going down for me. And this candle that ended on Friday is in a bearish move. So I'm going to say that it's definitely going to open up bearish for the week, and it may continue to trend down for the week. So I would think this one may have a bearish trend for the week, and that's what I'm going to say for the UJ. That is my analysis of these three charts. And again, that's where I am thinking for the week for each of these guys.